Chapter 1, Paragraph 2. One of the primary functions of science is to create a common language for describing observations about the world around us. It is important that we are all on the same page and speaking the same language so that we can have a productive conversation that pushes sports science forward. The sports science literacy among non-experts is rising thanks to some incredible brands and social media figures, but the work is never over. I want to provide you with the educational foundation to manage every aspect of your fitness, no matter how seriously you want to take it. It's ironic, but a more complete understanding of the field will benefit the lazy just as much as the diehard. If you know that you only want to spend 2 to 3 hours in the gym per week, learning how to use that time more effectively is a no-brainer. And a lot of people tend to get more serious about training once they start seeing significant progress, also known as catching the iron bug. Everyone has insecurities about the way they look, and everyone has certain fears when it comes to their health. Spending time up front grappling with the principles and scientific literature of sports science is an investment into your long-term happiness and success. It will literally save you thousands of dollars and years spinning your wheels. Okay, kind of a follow-up from the last paragraph that I wrote, and a little bit of what I talked about at the end, but that last sentence, literally save you thousands of dollars and years of spinning your wheels. I mean, so much of why, people take the next step in their education in sports science to begin with is because they really, really care. Frankly, I guess I've always been a reasonably altruistic person interested in helping people, but I did not want to be a personal trainer, so to speak, when I grew up. That was not my dream. I wanted to be the best athlete I could possibly be. I loved training, and I loved training hard. But after almost 5 years of treating every single workout like it was the battle for Middle Earth, my life was destroyed, in all honesty. I had a brutal eating disorder in high school because, right before 2010, there was barely any online resources at all. There was no YouTube videos about counting your macros in 2009. I didn't know who guys like Alan Aragon or Eric Helms were, and I just thought I had to eat clean and grind and suffer to get to the place that I want. And during my developmental years, that really screwed me. I got into 8th grade. When I walked into high school, I was 6 foot and 215 pounds. And when I left high school, I was 155 pounds, walking around with shredded glutes as a varsity athlete for well over a year. And I was 155 pounds because I became anorexic. And I genuinely think that stunted my growth. And, years of tendonitis and back injuries and all that stuff, it just started to add up when I was finally I blew out 3 discs and I had to actually figure out what the hell I was doing. Where I find a lot of the altruism is helping people avoid that stuff. And it's why, especially with some of the young boys that I work with, it makes me emotional how, much of a head start they're going to have and how seriously I take that older brother mentality and in saving them that time and making sure that they will actually reach their full potential. I will not. I wasted a lot of that time doing things because I didn't know any better and nobody told me to pick up a textbook. You want to learn how to engineer, you got to pick up an engineering textbook. But nobody was like, hey, if you want to learn how to eat the best for performance, maybe you should go take a class or something. It was just, eat more chicken and rice and broccoli and, work out harder. The fact is, at some point, so much of what science education is about is getting everybody on the same page. Unfortunately, the baseline is getting better, but there's still a lot of people with big followings that preach just crazy, crazy things because it makes them feel good to say and think, and it's their beliefs. But it puts people like me who just are starving to be better, literally and figuratively. It really jeopardizes people's health. So the more informed people we have, the better. Progress in the gym is not a zero-sum game. Progress in martial art, there's a reason why a lot of different, let's say in the UFC, right, or in MMA, different martial arts camps will keep their methods and training programs and things like that closer to the chest, because one guy is going to be beating the snot out of another guy. That matters. If everybody knows everybody's techniques, it's going to be it's going to be way harder to succeed, and it almost, disincentivizes innovation in a way if you just know that you're going to be able to learn everybody else's stuff. But getting better in the gym is not like that. It's not a zero-sum game. It's much more like wealth creation than anything else. The more people that have the tools to start businesses and generate wealth and create value, the better. And it's the same thing in the gym. The more people have the resources to make more gains, that's better than, somebody's making great progress and their friend asks you, hey, what are you doing over there? And that's how it spreads. We got to win. This is a lot more about winning the war of ideas. We need good, evolutionarily fit ideas to succeed because they're true. One of my favorite memes, I think it's Charlie Brown, but it's somebody from his little crew looking up at the stars, and they're going, if it can be destroyed by the truth, it deserves to be destroyed by the truth. If you need to find a place to train, go to gymspot.fit. Tell us where you are, what you're looking for, and we'll take care of the rest. GymSpot, the world's best gym locator.